Hey guys, my name's Adeyeye and I'm part of the DMBM staff. Today we're doing something a little bit different. A lot of you have been asking to see more of us. You like when we do videos, you like when we're interactive, so I thought this would be cool and interesting for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about advice. What would you say to yourself in 20 years? Or what advice would you give to your future self? Or if you could go back in the future and change one thing about yourself, what would it be? So this is kind of brought on by something that happened to me in the 8th grade. In my 8th grade year, I had a history teacher named Miss Cordy. At the end of the semester, she told us to write a letter to our senior selves. And she promised us that she would mail these letters out to our high schools, on our graduation day, so we can kind of look back and reflect. In my senior year, I got the letter. I completely forgot and I wrote it. I opened it up. It wasn't anything exciting. I was more telling my future self about my present self. As an 8th grader, I wish I could have asked more interesting questions like, are you successful? How was your high school? Just reflecting on this letter, I really wanted to make this video to give advice to myself at different stages in my life. When I was about 9 years old in the 4th grade, that's when the bullying really started and the teasing and all that stuff. And I really didn't know who I was. I knew I was a quiet kid and I knew I was shy and, introverted and really, to myself. It was my first day of school and I was already nervous. Every kid's nervous on their first day of school because you don't know anyone, you want to make friends, especially at a new school. And these group of girls just came up to me and they're like, oh hey, you new? Alright, hang out with us. And I was like, oh my god, awesome, I have friends. It didn't take me long to realize I was hanging out with the bad kids. Just being the good kid that I was and being to myself, I kind of tried to adapt my identity to who they were. Found myself being the kid that was making fun of the teacher behind their back. My sense of identity was completely lost. I just knew that I wanted to be liked and I knew that these friends were around me. Now, if I could talk to myself at that age, I would probably say find people that like the quirks about me, because I was pretty much a tomboy. I wasn't a super girly girl, and I would also say to not be a background character in somebody else's life. I found myself doing this a lot. You'd have the main person in your group and then you'd have all little, I don't say minions, that sounds like mean, but all the other people, I was that other person. I was the person that was, I'm in the group, just so I feel like something, but it's your life, you only get one of them. You don't want to spend that entire time trying to please somebody else or suck up to them. That's kind of how I lived as a 4th grader. So yeah, that's the advice I give to myself in 4th grade.